Hey guys, once again, welcome to my shop. Today we got a 2023 200 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Today we're going to do the water pump and the gear oil on this thing, and let's get started and check it out. First thing you're going to want to do is trim it up. This has got a trim lock on it, which only enables you to trim the motor so far. I think they set that with the when they installed this engine because it didn't have a jack plate and it didn't have enough room for it to trim fully, so they set the trim lock. I'm not sure if you can set this trim lock manually, but I got a feeling it needs a laptop to do it. It's our digital trim indicator, so it's a digital trim gauge. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. We do have the digital gauge on the dash, and may be able to get in there and find some information on how to trim it higher. The reason this concerns me is because it's kind of difficult to raise and lower gear cases here. It's much easier when the engine is more straight up and down. So we may end up doing this water pump with the gear case like this. It's going to be a little bit more trouble. And there's nuts on here. They're 3/4 inch. There is 2 of them. There's 1 on each side. Start by taking these off. You need to do it with an open end wrench because you can't get a socket in here. But you know what you can get in here. Ratcheting open end wrench. Still got to use caution though, because you get this all the way to the bottom and you're going to be stuck in here trying to get the wrench out. But you can speed up the process a bit. See, right there, you can no longer get to this or get your wrench back out. So then you got to tighten it back down a bit. Get out of there. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, so at this point I'll use the other side, but they're almost loose. This one, however, is not. Man, it's going to be so tough putting this gear case back in here almost vertical. I'm going to have to figure that out before I reinstall this thing. Mercury software is proprietary, so I don't have software for a laptop to program these Mercury motors. Usually has to go to a dealer. There are some aftermarket companies that do carry software, but I don't own them. Stuck again. There are underneath the trim anode here. These are large Allen bolts that hold this in, and there should be one more bolt up underneath here. So this bolt I'm actually going to leave half on, because once I pull this trim anode down here, I don't want this gear case sliding down and crashing on me. This engine only has 36 hours. The reason we're doing the water pump is because, you know, it's 2 years old at this point. Rarely uses the engine. Bought a brand new, and the water pump has become worn. Alright, let's go find the big Allen key. Man, I'm pretty lucky. This is one heck of a way to mount an anode. Not too happy about this one, Mercury. And the other neat thing, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, is that they don't. It's a low water pickup, and there is no fill and vent on the side of these like the older gear cases. It's actually going to be behind here on the prop, so you got to remove the prop and get in there to change the gear oil, which is a little more inconvenience. But a good idea to pull the prop anyways. You can look for fishing line and grease the splines. Ooh, that's pretty tight for being a pretty much brand new motor. I got a better idea. Since we got to pull this prop off already, anyways, I'm gonna pull this off now and see if I can get a buzz gun under here with a socket for these. They are a slow process. Okay, to remove the prop off here, we got a lock, and these tabs right here, they fold up so they keep this nut from backing off, and it locks into these nubs here. So you're going to want to come underneath this tab, lightly tap it, open it up, flatten it out. One on each side. Okay, so now you should be able to take a socket and pull this nut off. You gotta be kidding me. Prop stuck already after 36 hours? Oh, come on, man. Don't wash this motor very well, buddy. I may not have greased it at the dealership. Let me get a rubber mallet, see if I can get this thing started. So it's very important to grease everything up, guys. I actually do make a prop puller if you've got a super stubborn prop that sometimes will work. I just bump it with a rubber mallet, try not to bend the prop or damage anything. Come on each side with a screwdriver and just expedite the process lightly. And I should be able to pull this bad boy off. Oh Jesus, man, that's nasty. All right. What kind of grease they used here? It's like corrosion Play-Doh. I don't think they used anything here, honestly. Maybe just a hair. Not enough. So pull our thrust washer off. This is going to be your drain plug for the gear case. This is your fill plug on them now. They used to do that back in the day on some older style gear cases, but not many. Mostly high performance gear cases like Torque Masters or, you know, Sportsman's. Alright. I know what we're going to do now is get a socket so I can get under here with a buzz gun and speed this up a bit. Okay, so we got a it's like an HW10 and it fits it. All right, very good. There's one. Okay, let's not drop our trim anode. See what we have under here, and there is our last 3/4 inch nut that holds the gear case on. So after I lower this, the gear case might start to drop. If not, I'll bump it, but I left that screw in over there so that I can manage this gear case as it's coming down so it doesn't fall on me. I want to break it. It looks expensive. And that is done. Probably a washer in there. It'll fall once I let's see if we can get it now. Loosen it now, then have it hang up on the gear case. Usually they just kind of fall once you drop the gear case. Alright, now I'm trying to, I'm just gonna leave it, it'll fall on the ground. No, we got it. Alright. That's how it works as soon as you quit trying. Okay guys, so we're back. We went ahead and went to lunch. Sprayed this thing down before we left. Normally don't eat lunch. Okay, sprayed this thing down before we left and see if it did anything. That boy's stuck, man. That's a shame. This is a brand new motor basically, and you can't even change the water pump because it's stuck. I'm gonna try a couple more times with a thin chisel, then I'm gonna jump on the cavitation plate. I'm going to try to get the thinnest, sharpest chisel you have, man, so that you don't do a lot of damage here, a lot of blunt force. I'm trying to get into that groove, not widen it if we can help it. Man, this bad boy is on here. This side. Looks like I might have a little bit of a gap right here. Glad I left this bolt on. This might be the... Yeah, they're still not separated. We are separating a hair. I can see a little bit of light through there, which is good. Let's take it light though. Easy, man. Alright, I'm seeing a little bit of hair on this side. Alright, come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. So we're still kind of hanging up here. And 100%, no more bolts up here. Let me wrap this with my sand mallet. Come on, baby. No light yet. Come on. Careful, don't hit it too hard, man. You don't want to break the front of this nose cone off, or this cavitation plate. Really expensive bad day. Okay, so we're not moving yet. When you come inside of here, a hair, there's a guide pin in here that's probably hanging up Then, like I said, it's factory paint still, so we're fighting the factory paint, the corrosion, guide pins. A little bit there. And we got some light on the other side around here, so maybe I can get it in here a bit. And I'm starting to see some light. This is good, man. Definitely better than nothing. Alright, let's see if we can find a sharper, thinner chisel. I haven't brought my bench grinder over yet, so otherwise I'd make a chisel right now. Kind of limited to what I have available. Thin and small. This one we just had. Well, I think that's a little bit better than the one we just had. Here's another one that's not too bad. Let me go with this one. Cruising for a thin chisel to get in there without doing too much damage to the case itself. Trying to expand it, not break it. Feel like I might be doing something. Okay, we got some separation here. It's just looking good. Still tagging up here. So what I'm going to do is spin this one on a couple turns and get back to my rubber mallet up here so we can drop it. It's still being stubborn.
3 days later.
There it is, baby. There it is. Okay. Yeah, you can see all the corrosion in there. Let's get this gear case off of here. Back up. Thank goodness it's not sticking inside of the power head. And when I'm done, all this is going to be clean and greased, so we shouldn't have to deal with this again. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Very nice. That gear case barely has dirt on it. It's beautiful. Now, this is not really preventable, to be honest, on a brand new engine, but if it had been serviced sooner, we wouldn't have this problem most likely. You can wash it all you want, you probably won't do much to prevent this. I almost think I'd pull a brand new motor apart if it was mine and, you know, grease everything up and put it back together. But there's our electronic shift actuator. That's pretty cool. Not real familiar with that. Outboard studs up. Get a wire brush and hit that one. Unit on the stand. Okay, so sometime in a little bit I'm expecting my boy Claudio to come by here. His YouTube channel is Wrench and Reel. It's doing pretty good, man. Good dude, man. Really like him. He was a customer years ago and we've got along pretty good ever since. Supposed to be bringing up a 25 horsepower outboard that he's shooting a video on, and he wants to, he's got a broken bolt, he wants me to drill it out, so I'm going to help him out, and I'm assuming he's going to come up here shooting video, drop the engine off, and we're going to shoot video of him dropping the engine off. He just doesn't know it yet. He kind of gave me a warning, but that's good enough. All right, we're good there. So pull our water pump, see what condition it's in. I'm guessing very good since this thing has such low hours, but super glad we did it. Not only is it out of the time period that it should have been done, it's also probably dry from sitting. And good thing that we got this off before the corrosion built up heavier, because at that point it might have damaged something severely trying to get the lower unit off. Right now we got lucky. So get your 10mm and hit these 4 bolts. I wonder if that's Claudio pulling in. I think I'm gonna scare him. Maybe I should hide behind something, and when he walks up, just blast him. Rah! He hasn't been to this shop yet. He's been to my other shop many times. In fact, he's the one who gave me my first GoPro camera. Once it's in place, we're going to grease our bolts that hold this down. I don't know. We'll slack on the grease. It's a lot cheaper than drill bits. Once we got our bolts in place and started, we're gonna lightly come on, burp them or tighten them by hand. I feel pretty comfortable with this gun, so I don't mind using it to snug them up. A little grease on here, help it slide back down on top of the housing. Now the maintenance portion, lots of grease on the dry shaft. Just try to grease this up real well. Get a little on there, definitely on our nubs so they don't freeze up. Guide pins definitely need grease. I'm going to clean out a little bit of this corrosion inside of these holes here. These look nice. These 3 pretty corroded up. We're going to grease the heck out of our studs on here. Grease is good. Grease is real good. And we're running out of grease. I have to go open a new tube. Try to get what I can out of here. Maybe one more gear case. Alright. Alright, all our studs are greased up pretty nicely. Go over here and see if I can clean some of this stuff out. What I do to clean that out is I grab a drill bit, throw it on a drill. We're not trying to take away metal, just trying to get in here and walk it around a little bit. Like I said, those other 2 are clean, so there's no need. It'll work. Okay, so this gear case is actually ready to put back on. Alright, let's see if we can get this gear case back on here. Hopefully it cooperates. It'd be a lot easier. This motor was trimmed up higher. And maybe we'll get lucky, right? Never know. Oh man, did that work? No way. Come on, baby, don't drop. Just spin one, man. Just spin one. Sounds better than nothing. Woo! You gotta be kidding me, man. I really hope I got the water tube and the shift shaft lined up. I would hope I do. At least I hope I do. Come on, back up, baby. There we go. Bring it in. Okay. So getting these washers and these bolts on here. I'm gonna snug it up. It's an electric shift, so I can't really jump in there and hit the shifter, but I guess I can turn the key to the on position and see if it'll shift in gear before I run all these bolts down and make sure we got in gear. Right now we are in neutral. Mercury and Yamaha, I always leave them in neutral. Some of the smaller ones, the 90 horses, 40 through 90, they can be a little tricky. Sometimes it's best to put them in reverse. But for the most part, almost all of them I keep in neutral. Johnson Everett, we used to do that years ago because it was difficult to get to the shift shaft pins. And when you shifted in reverse, it brought the shifter up and you were able to access it better. So in like on the 60 degrees, you got to clear the carbs. I mean, there's some exceptions. For the most part, I leave them in neutral. Controls in neutral, gear case in neutral. I put it back together, should be right. That's my theory anyways. Okay, that one's up. Let's get a ratcheting wrench. It should be run down enough for me to get this wrench inside of here, and yes. Run it down, baby. Man. This is good. I absolutely hate trying to do a gear case with it at this angle. It is super hard, man, back breaking. And this one went pretty good, probably because everything is new. You get a 10-year-old one of these, man, I'd be here all day. I'm pretty partial to 4-strokes these days, but one thing I will say is that I still call them disposable. You know, it's pretty rare to see a 20-year-old 4-stroke backing away from the dock, but you can see a 40-year-old 2-stroke still backing away from the dock. 2-strokes held up like no tomorrow. 4-strokes are very reliable. They have fuel and electronic systems like cars. To get in, you turn the key, it starts. Maintenance is a little bit easier. The carbs to deal with, stuff like that. Most homeowners can do an oil change and basic maintenance, or pretty much all maintenance depending on their mechanical ability. But they do have the corrosion issues, and it's super important to make sure your zincs and anodes are all current, because that's the biggest problem with these is the lack of maintenance because they're running. Some people don't want to mess with it, and then the fact that they have corrosion issues and it's not always addressed properly. And they're quiet and they do good on gas mileage. They're heavy. Overall, I've started to become fond of them. I don't own one myself. I rarely ever use my boat, so I got an old 2-stroke 2.5 liter Merc 200. I like the noise it makes, runs great. But if I start using my boat more regularly, hopefully in the future, then I might upgrade to a 4-stroke. I just don't see any point in it right now for a boat that's not being used. Okay, gonna put our zinc back on. These have got Loctite on them so that they don't back down. People yelling somewhere. Ah. Okay. Zinc's back on. Gear case bolted up. It's my boy Claudio. What good timing, man. He's got some good timing, this man. Alright. He's backing up. He's got this 25 horse. He's pretty excited. He does videos on these smaller engines and he's doing really good. I wish I was doing as good as him. But in the meantime, I'm gonna help him out and I'm excited to see him, man. Good friend of mine. Wipe my hands down a little bit. Come on back, Mr. Claudio.
Look at you.
How you doing, brother?
What's going on, my brother?
Much,
So
man.
good to see you again,
Good
man.
to see you. Okay, so we're back. Got the gear case bolted back on, and I'm going to go ahead and clean this prop shaft up and grease this real well, and then we're going to change this. In fact, let's change the gear oil first. So I like to run my gear cases nice and level. I don't try to tilt them down or up. I like them to be level. Right, just plug out. Careful not to drop it on in the bucket while we're here. They're pretty long. They're not like a standard drain plug. They got some length to it. Nice seal on this gear case. We've got no fluid coming out yet. Pull the top one out, that's when it's going to vent. It's going to start dumping gear oil at that point. And there we go. Yeah, gear oil is definitely time for a change. We'll go ahead and dump it under a little bit. Help it to get started. Alright. Let that drain for a few minutes. Sometimes I'll even pump a little bit of gear oil in the sometimes I'll even pump a little bit of gear oil in the top hole just to kind of help flush it through. Draining, it's slow, but it's draining. It's not cold out, so it should be draining decently. I'm going to bring it back up level. And I'm going to pump in here until we start coming out of that top hole. Coming out already. This gear case does not hold a lot of fluid, it seems. I'm going to pump it for a bit and flush some of the old junk out of there. I start seeing nice gear oil only coming out. So give this thing a decent flush. Pretty good. I get my bottom drain plug back in. Make sure your gasket's still on there. Just snug it down just to stop it from running any gear oil out. Put your top plug back in. Make sure your gasket's on it. Hands off. Let's go ahead and snug it up. You don't need them too tight, just snug them good. Okay. Clean up some of our excess here. We'll go ahead and trim it down again so we can get anything that may have went up in the torpedo. the water comes out of this for the exhaust, it'll flush whatever may be remaining in there, but I try to get as much as I can cleaned up. That way the customer doesn't think his gear case is leaking, and I don't need it dripping all over the place. Okay, so before we put our propeller on, we're going to grease our prop shaft real well so the propeller doesn't get corroded and stuck on here. Plenty of grease. Okay, we're going to put our thrust washer on first. We're going to slide a prop on. Catch our splines. And we'll put our spacer washer in. And we're going to take our locking washer and set that down, and you'll see it goes over these tabs right here. And we're going to run this nut down. Okay, you want to run it until the flat spot of your nut is level with this. You don't want to over tighten it. Just snug it down and a couple burps. That's it. And you'll come up underneath here and roll your tab. Okay, prop is back on. Trim the thing down, get some water on it, start it up, make sure it pees and shifts, and jack plate was done yesterday. Clean up any feet prints I got left on the boat, and this thing will be ready for pickup. Okay, so if you're going to run these on earmuffs here, you got to remember they have the low water pickup in the back, and it's going to leak water and lose pressure. So there's a couple things you can do. You can either put some painter's tape over this to help slow down the water flow, or you can use a parachute muff, which I actually do have, but I don't have the adapter for a dual feed. So I'm going to go ahead and just tape it. It'll work just fine for now. I'm just trying to make sure that it pees and that it shifts. Not looking for an overheat condition or any problems. This is a brand new motor and he doesn't have any problems with it. Definitely remember to take this off before you use the boat, or in my case, give it back to the customer. It's not going to stop all the water, and it's not going to last super long, but it will do what I need to do right now. Back up. I definitely like, man, it peed immediately. Wow, that is good. About shift, do we shift? Oh yeah, shifting well. Neutral. Reverse. Oh man, that's flawless. Good deal, man. Sometimes I worry with these electric shifts if you got them lined up, but looks like we were pissing water fantastic. Started as soon as the engine fired, so the engine shifts well, no problems, pisses water great. So I believe I've done what I needed to do. Let's get our tape off here. Get this hose out the way. So that's it. That's how you change the water pump in a 2023 200 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Pretty simple. It's a good service. You've got the key points off of this where to make sure you grease everything. Use caution if your gear case is stuck, and just do a good job and watch what you're doing. Really appreciate it, guys. This wraps up my video, and a new channel, so if you guys can please like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay guys, that wraps up my video.